Hi everyone, welcome to the channel and another video. Now this one is going to be a bit different because, as you can see, I'm not showing off a real mock, but more of like a figure selection. And yeah, it's all about the Imperial Army Troopers. Now for those of you guys who don't know, these are actually the guys, like the soldiers who make up the biggest part of the Imperial Army. I mean, we usually only get to see stormtroopers in their different variants all over the place. I mean, they are the stars in the movies, but most of the heavy lifting and the dirty work is done by those guys, just regular soldiers, which are drafted from Empire loyal planets or occupied planets, which are recruits like you and me, basically, who don't get the special training of stormtroopers. And I don't know, I just think they kind of need a bit more attention. Um, I think that the Solo movie kind of went into the right direction with the Mimban campaign, where we got to see like mud troopers. I'm not quite sure if those are not just supposed to be a variant of stormtroopers, but they kind of looked like Imperial soldiers or troopers, and I don't know. Maybe that's going to give them a bit more attention in the future, even in official Star Wars media. But yeah, other than that, I don't think that we really get to see these guys. In my first video about the ATPT, I talked about the modification Awakening of the Rebellion for Empire at War. And there you can actually build army troopers. They are just like a base infantry unit, just like what they're supposed to be, or what they are in universe, actually. And yeah, those guys man all the garrisons, they hold the bases, and you get stormtroopers doing essentially what the actual historical stormtroopers did. So the German, the Imperial German Sturmtruppen or Schocktruppen, Stoßtruppen from the First World War, what they did. Like, they move in very aggressively and carrying explosives. Okay, yeah, I mean, there aren't machine pistols in Star Wars. Everyone has blasters, and they essentially all work the same, at least when in the hands of Imperial soldiers. But yeah, like, imagine just stormtroopers going in, doing like shock operations, clearing out battlefields, and then having the army soldiers moving in after them and like sweeping up the remains that are essentially left, building garrisons, building barracks, and just holding the position. And yeah, that's these guys. And I just kind of want to show you what I did to represent them in Lego form, because I mean, you can obviously already see that for the most part those are AT-ST driver bodies and helmets, just because they kind of get the overall look pretty right, like pretty close to how they are depicted in in lore. So yeah, I mean, if you remember Solo, you probably have seen the body armor, like on this officer, Imperial officer guy from the Snowtrooper battle pack. I mean, yeah, I guess in combat situations these guys would be wearing body armor, but let's be real here. The only like really good-looking Imperial Army soldier torso that we get from Lego is from the Solo TIE Fighter variant from 2018, and getting a bunch of those torsos is going to be pretty expensive. So yeah, I just skipped the body armor and stuck with the basic uniform, and this uniform is pretty much very well represented with the AT-ST driver torso in Lego. But yeah, let's just look at the individual figures and what I collected or put together here. Okay, so let's just get the most boring figure out of the way first, which is just this regular yeah, Imperial officer from the Snowtrooper battle pack, which was released in 2010, I guess. You all know this guy. He has the light bluish gray helmet, the dark bluish gray torso and legs, with the Imperial officer chest plate with the insignia right here, and just the regular old backside. I gave him a little the gadget here, just those binoculars, so he can observe the battlefield and just give orders or call out targets and whatnot. And yeah, that's essentially it for this guy. So let's move on to the next one. Now the next figure I have here is like my regular Rifleman. It's essentially just the ATST driver's torso with the ATST driver's head, of course, because it has the chin straps, which are pretty accurate if you're wearing a helmet, I guess. And I gave him this bracket piece to connect to the torso, so I could give him a backpack, which is supposed to be like I don't know, some kind of combat backpack. You can see there is a thermal detonator on there, like stormtroopers have them as well, just in this more cylindrical shape, not the round one. But I just didn't want to leave this guy without any explosives. I guess this part at the top here, it could be a sleeping bag or something, or but I settled for the sand green because I thought it was fitting. It breaks up the overall gray look a bit, and you could think of it as some sort of camouflage maybe. And yeah, if you look at the solo mud trooper chest plate or general armor, it's also sand green, so I kind of wanted to stick with that kind of look. And of course, the ATST driver has the goggles, which is also in actual lore pretty accurate for the Imperial Army soldiers. They have them as well. So yeah, I guess that's just the regular Rifleman. So yeah, in universe, the Imperial Army Soldier Squad is supposed to have 9 troopers in it. And my Lego squad also consists of 9 troopers. But I didn't pay too much attention to accuracy, like with unit types and stuff. I did make it some kind of a overall Rifleman squad. So you get like let me just get them here. Real quick, you get like 4 regular Riflemen. They all carry the same backpack, essentially, with thermal detonator at the back, sporting a medium Lego blaster, which is, I guess, an E11. They would use E11s as well, so that kind of fits. And other than that, there's nothing more to it. Those are just the regular Army Troopers. The regular Army Trooper Riflemen. But yeah, there are more different kinds of units in here, and the next one I'd like to show off is the heavy, or I guess like the machine gunner. He is carrying a big Lego blaster, which I guess could be a DLT-19. Or what is the other one? The T-21, like with the rounded part here, the heavy repeating blaster. And other than that, he's the same as all the others. He has the ATST driver's torso and legs, the helmet, the head, but I gave him a different backpack. Like it's supposed to be an it kind of looks like a Sand Trooper backpack with an like energy cell or something. Like the little skater piece here is like an energy cell, and he needs a bit more ammunition or power for his bigger blaster, and that's all for this guy. So the next one is my combat engineer or pioneer or sapper, or I don't know what you would want to call it, but he gets a different blaster. It's maybe a scatter gun or something, but he also has the ATST driver's torso and the helmet, and for his backpack he gets because there's some kind of greebling, like the skater piece in there, And this, I don't even know what this is. This is like a spyglass. But since he's like an engineer or pioneer or combat sapper or something, he gets this hammer, so he can build fortifications or repair vehicles. I don't know, just something like that. So the next one I have is this. I don't even know. I guess it's a Radioman, right? Like he gets a regular E11 blaster, and as you can see, his body differs from the rest of the squad. It's actually Lobot's body, like, you know, the guy who comes with the twin pod cloud car, at least the old one. And I got this one used from from this Bespin Planet set, and I just thought it fit well with someone who's doing communications, because you can see his belt has all sorts of buttons on it, and then he gets like an antenna on his backpack, because yeah, he's supposed to communicate. For that reason, he also got the headset piece with the microphone, which is from like all kinds of different Imperial minifigures have them. Like the Imperial Gunner has it, or the Shuttle Pilot, I think. And yeah, that's my Radioman. And the last figure I want to show off is my Medic. Now this one is a bit more expensive, because as you can see, he uses General Veer's sand blue helmet, and General Veer's, no, just the helmet, like the legs are from the AT-AT pilot, and the arms are from the AT-AT pilot as well, or any other sand blue figure with sand blue arms you could find. Now the backpack is essentially built in the same way as the other backpacks from like the regular Rifleman, but it has a light bluish gray cylinder piece at the top, and he gets a red cheese slope, because yeah, he's a medic, and he is supposed to be identified as one. He gets a bit of a different blaster. It's the one that the the Rebel fleet troopers use in the beginning of A New Hope, when they defend the 10TV4 hallway, like with this piece at the front. But I can't remember the blaster's name. I always forget it, so yeah, please excuse that. But if you look up Imperial Army Trooper medics on Wikipedia or something, you will find a figure that looks pretty much like this, with this kind of blue helmet and blue arms, and I don't know, like the sand blue fits the Imperial aesthetics even for a medic figure, and the rest is just achieved by the red and white backpack. Now the torso piece, I think, is from a later ATST driver, or the earlier one. I can't remember. It's from a different ATST driver figure than this one. It's just, I don't know, probably from the 2016 version from Rogue One. But yeah, I guess that's it for my little Imperial Army Trooper squad. If you want to know a bit more about the Imperial Army Troopers, then just check out Wikipedia. You'll find the most important stuff about them on there, I guess. Otherwise, you can just go and buy the literature. There is a book. I'm going to link it in the description. I think it's like the Imperial Commander's Handbook or something. I can't remember. But yeah, that was it for my little army squad. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.